Good morning and welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Monday, December 2nd, and let's see what the market's doing right now. It just opened up, the heat map just switched over, and it is just a little flat everything. Microsoft, Nvidia are a little red, Google's flat, Amazon and Tesla are both a little green. We'll go through right now and check out the SPY, see what's happening this morning. So let's get rocking and rolling, and I hope everyone has a great day. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. Let's take a look at the SPY real quick, see what it's looking like. It's down 63 cents, but doesn't look bad. It's just kind of curled down this morning, so we'll see how it opens up. I think they might go green just the way it looks right there, but let's take a look at the rest of these big cappers and see what's going on this morning. Here we go. Nvidia, NVDA down $1.23 this morning. And that one again, that bottom was the other day at a dollar 131. It's at 137. So and again, it's down $1.31. So that bottom was 131 the other day. It's at 136, and they are just setting up. So just let it set up. Maybe it'll be a little red of a day today. We'll see how it opens. And but yeah, these guys are just setting up. Apple, that is down 11 cents and still looking good right there as it gets to the top right there. So that's not looking bad. AAPL. And let's look at Google real quick. Google, GOOG, that's down 5 cents, just sitting flat, setting up. So again, these bad boys are just setting up. Maybe it'll be a little red. They can bounce around a little bit. It won't be the end of the world right here, and they'll be getting set up to get cruising. Amazon is up $1.19. That one's about to pop off. Remember, we were saying Amazon was looking good right there, and Amazon, the video is actually down. I'm surprised it's down $1.28, but just watch for this price right at that 135. If you can catch that, it'll be a beauty right there. And again, that real bottom is at 131 for Nvidia. So look for them dips today if you can get them, because that's setting up to get rocking and rolling there. And like I said, Amazon was up, and Meta's looking really good. That's up 78 cents, and we were saying that one looks great. That one should get moving. META and Microsoft, that one's getting set up down $1.40, and we were saying watch for that pullback. And so there you go with that one. That one is getting set up. And of course, Tesla, TSLA is up 359, and that one just keeps going up. So there you go this morning with our Mag 7. And the only one that is pulled back that we thought was going up was Nvidia. I'm sorry, Amazon's up, Meta's up, and Nvidia is just a little bit pulled back there. So watch for that dip right there and a better price, and Nvidia will be perfect. So the other two are looking good. Let's look at AMD real quick. That's up 61 cents. That's looking really good right there. What about DJT? Let's see what that's up to. And that's up 46 cents, and that's looking good. I'm sure Fun PHUN is up. That's just sitting flat, but that's getting ready to rock and roll. PHUN and McDonald's MCD, that one's just flat, but that's getting ready to rock and roll. And SPCE is flat, but that's getting ready to rock and roll too. So there you go with them bad boys. No, I don't want that. And here we go. SPCE, yeah, that's getting right. It looks just flat this morning, not doing anything at 739 to 740. It's at 736. So nothing real crazy there with space SPCE, but it's getting set up. And so are the rest of them there. So let me see what that heat map looks like. Just the same. Everything's really flat. Let's just go through the scanner. We already did our Jolie's jumpers last night, so we got all them knocked out. And so we know what's popping there. So I'll go through and see what's on the scanner right now. Let me know if you guys want to see anything, and we'll look at our cryptos pull back this morning as well. So we'll see what's going on. A little bit of a red morning, but not the end of the world. We're not worried about it. That KULR, let's see. That's run up some more. We were looking at it last night, saying that look for it as a momentum play this morning. It's way at the top, so be careful chasing it now. But there you go. That one did run up there. RGTI's been running up. That PRZO. And how about this one? REVB. We were looking at that. That one looks really good. That's run up there. And Yeah, that one's looking really solid right there. REVB. So keep an eye on that one. KULR, there you go. That's funny. Laptop Travel literally was posting it as I was saying it there. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, that's shot up there 43 cents. And like I said, it's up there. I think you're gonna see that finally start coming down after that big run up there, but maybe it runs up a little bit more. But again, we looked at it last night and kind of knew JCSE. This one's popping up there. I think we were looking at this bad boy. It looks familiar. And that one's run up like 86 cents there, like 73%. So that one's popped up. That OPTT we went over last night, that's up over 21%. VMAR, that one's up 14%. BREA, that's up 1%. And that TSLL. So we were looking at all them bad boys, and all of them are looking good right there. Let's take a look. UMAC, a Jennifer Lee special right there, up 587. I'm telling you, she knows exactly which ones are going to gap up in the morning. So that one, UMAC, perfect right there. We were looking at it. Like I said, NVIDIA is only down 97 cents. Watch for that pullback. Hover's up, HOVR, that's up 10 cents. We were looking at that. Mara, ALUR, and what's this SMST? That's that MicroStrategy short, which is looking much better right now, which means that Bitcoin could pull back a little bit, and it is down. So we'll take a look at it. Couldn't get to that 100,000. Maybe it's going to pull back some. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Let me just hop over here, see what's going on with the volume. Anything crazy? EHGO, that one's been running up this morning. SNTI. That one's running up a little bit there. That VMAR we were looking at, and a lot of these other ones we already knew about. So that Dragonfly Aerospace DPRO, that one's run up there. And we looked at that plenty of times. MPRZO. And yeah, not a ONDS. This was on the list last night. That's up 22 cents. So there you go. I mean, a lot of them that we were looking at popping up there. So there you go with the scanner. Let me take a look at crypto real quick. I'll look at what you guys want to see first. Let me see what you guys want to see. If you want to see anything else, there we go. Couple KXIN. Let's take a look at it. That's down 4 cents and just sitting at a perfect spot, guys. KXIN. Let me take a look at it on mine, but looks really good right there. Um, December 2nd, 192. It opened at 196, came back 4 cents. And yeah, keep an eye on this thing because KXIN is going to get cruising right there. That looks good. How about that IOVA? Let's see what that's up to. That's up 6 cents. And it's getting ready to crawl back up. It did run up a little bit Friday. And IOVA is looking pretty solid. So keep an eye on that. That looks like it wants to curl up. Let's see what that Oxy's doing. It's up 7 cents. I'm telling you, this thing's about to get cruising, guys. OXY, keep your eye on that thing because that one's a beauty setting up. RGTI, just saw that on the scanner and we were looking at it. It's up 47 cents, up over 15% to 352 this morning. So there's RGTI right there. And it ran, what, 332 to 365 right there. It's at 353 and not looking bad for RGTI. AMC, let's see what they're up to this morning. It's at $5. It's up a little bit right there. Let's see. It ran 498 to 506 and it wants to get moving, guys. I'm telling you, something's up with this thing. Let it get popping up into the top right there. Luis Rodriguez also said AMC is moving above $5 in the pre-market. So there you go. And good old space. We were just took a peek at that one, and that one is just flat right there, but it was down a hair, 739 to 736. And again, it's still setting up right there to get cruising. So that's SPCE. And thank you, Laptop Travel. And let's see, breaking news, but Ripple breaks into the top three cryptos after overtaking Binance, Tether, USD, and Solana, SOL. The data from CoinMarketCap reveals that XRP's capitalization has surged past, wow, 1350 billion. So I don't even know how to say that. 1350 billion, leaving only Bitcoin and Ethereum ahead of its rankings. There you go. I mean, just an animal. XRP, they are pulling back a little bit this morning. Let's take a look at them. As a matter of fact, it'll lead us right into our crypto right there. And again, they are down a little bit. Bitcoin's back to 95,000. It's down like 1,700 this morning from last night. They were looking great last night. I'm not gonna lie. And then you wake up this morning, and I was even up late. They must have changed between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. So crypto moves fast, I'll tell you. But yeah, Bitcoin looks like it is going to be pulling back there. And it was trying to keep itself up, trying to get to that 100,000, and it just couldn't do it. So I think you are going to see a little bit of pullback. Ethereum's at 3,594. This one was still cruising though, and that one is that one's beginning to pull back right there. Ripple's at 231. It was at 250, and I think that was basically its top right there. And I think you're gonna have to see Ripple pull back. And Cardano's at 107. And I think Cardano is going to be pulling back there. So let's take a look at Doge at like 41 right there. And Doge definitely, it was curling up last night looking great, and it definitely pulled back out of 70. So Doge pulling back a little bit as well. It got up to like 46 yesterday, last night. That chain link I said was going to get to 20. It was over 20 this morning. I saw it up there at 20.95. That one's green and looking decent. So that's Link. And you might see some of these other alt ones start really get cruising. Sheeb is down 6%. And that one was way up, and this one just kind of pulled back with the rest of them. Still over the line. I think it might just be some pullback. I'll keep an eye on Sheeb because that one was setting up to get cruising there. So we'll take a look at our crypto and make sure we know what's going on today. I'll be updating you. Bonk's down like 7%, so they are pulling back a little bit. And they look like they were trying to cross back up and get cruising. They're pulling back, so they're going to make way more room on the chart. You're going to have good opportunities, grab some. So keep an eye out for them bad boys. And what else was there? WIF, that was the other one I wanted to look at. WIF is down 13 cents. This one was setting up perfect yesterday, too. And it was just coming up to that line and just was about to hit it and pull back there. So definitely some pullback right there with crypto, but obviously look for some good pricing because you know it's going to be rocking and rolling again, and it's not done. It's just pulling back there. Bitcoin didn't get to that 100,000, so it is just retracing a little bit. Let me just look at it on my chart, BTC USD here, and here we go. And yeah, it is just dipping down, and I don't know if it's going to get as low as that 92,000. So it's at 95, and it could just come down to that 94 and then get rocking and rolling again. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on crypto as well as usual. And let me take a look and see what else is going on. We did so much last night. We had everything rocking and rolling. So we did our Jolie's jumpers, a lot of laptop travels list, and he's been just sending them in. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll go through everything real quick and the SPY and the big caps again. We'll see what's happening. But yeah, we usually are knocking through our Jolie's jumpers and all them bad boys, and we did a ton of them last night. And it was a good thing because a lot of them are moving. And so that worked out well. So let me go ahead and look at XYO. That's on a tear. Oh, that's a crypto coin. XYO, I believe, right? USD. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's on a tear. You're not kidding. Yeah, it's like whew, moving there to a penny. It was way under a penny there, like 0.008, and now it's at a penny. So that one is on a tear. I don't even know if I'm familiar with XYO network, to be honest with you. I have to check that one out. SIRG, that one's going wild, huh? Let's see what that's up to here. Intuitive Surgical. That's up 667. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. ISRG. I would say that's going to curl through and get cruising. That's for sure, Luis Rodriguez. I like that one definitely. Um, that looks good right there. And Laptop Travel thinks that Ripple will be the number one. It very well could be, to be honest with you. They're talking about using it to pay off countries' debts and all kinds of stuff. So Ripple could really become a huge, huge coin once the SEC and everybody, the government started dropping their lawsuits and stuff. It started to get really solid. It was always a solid coin. It just had a lot of stuff going on, so it was holding it down. And now that this administration, Trump's administration's pro crypto, uh, it really helped out Ripple. And I think the CEO of Ripple might actually be taking on a role for like the crypto role for the for under Trump. So I was reading something about that. So that would be pretty wild. So yeah, XRP is definitely looking wild. And that PGHL, I'm glad you said that. I have a couple that I wanted to look at real quick that I put up there, and PGHL was one of them. So here we go. Let's take a look because it is, let me see, PGHL. It looks like it's down, what, 3 cents, 235, nothing crazy. 259, it got up to 273, and it's at 219. No, it's not. It's at 235 right now. It got down to 219, and it's at 235 right now. So it did open up a little higher, 259, and it's down a little bit right there, it says. And but yeah, let's keep an eye on this bad boy and see when it wants to bounce at PGHL. And that thing has a ton of room in its way after it ran up over $200 the other day. So we will definitely keep an eye on that bad boy. And SKK, let's look at that one. That one's just a little flat right there. Let me see on mine. And that is today's date, 146 to 152, down to 141. And just keep an eye on this one as it's starting to set up there. SKK, it's making that big hook right there. And CYN, let me see that one real quick, up 4 cents, and had that weird look like it wanted to pull back but also go up. So let me see what it wants to do. CYN. And that one, it did come back to that 20. That is today's date. No, that's not today's date. Let's see. That's today's date. Yeah, it is. 571 to 572. It's just sitting right there. CYN. So we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, it hit that 20. It has an interesting look. Looks like it wants to pull back, but at the same time, looks like it wants to go up. And FSP, let's look at that one real quick. I just jotted down a couple random ones that were interesting looking in this Franklin Street Properties. I do remember had that similar look, like it wanted to pull back, but at the same time, it wants to like fly up there. And let's see, that is Friday's date and Friday's date. So I don't have a look on it yet. I'll have to look at that when it opens. FSP. So I will definitely keep an eye on that. Let's see what that BLDE is doing this morning. That's up 18 cents. There you go. And we were talking about that. Like I said, this helicopter company is looking good. I'm telling you, the company looks solid. And it's up another 18 cents. It's in the top. Obviously, it's going to run up at that top and then pull back there. But you might only get some pullback into the $4 area, and it just came from the threes. So it's definitely looking solid there. BLDE, that Blade Air Mobility. And I know a few people were looking at that last night or yesterday or this weekend, and it is jumped up there to 492. It's up 18 cents right there. So there you go with that. And RGTI, what's that? I know it's running up. We were looking up 52 cents. It's up almost 17% back into the top right there. And it's moving that RGTI. So yeah, it's looking really good. 332 to 365. It's at 358 right now. So that one is nice. RGTI and QTUM. Let's look at them bad boys right here. Luis Rodriguez. That one's up 91 cents and curling up, getting into the top. So Defiance Quantum ETF. We definitely have to keep an eye on this bad boy, huh? Now they have an ETF for these things. I'm sure it's definitely been there. We just didn't realize it, or I didn't realize it. But this thing is super bullish. Let it get up to the top. Like I said, it is running up there. It'll pull back, but I mean, what a good one to keep an eye on for an ETF for our options right there. I definitely like it. So I will be watching that one, QTUM. And let's look at QUTB. QUTB, all these wasn't that QU? What is it? QTUB? What is that one? Why isn't that coming up? I know there's something just like it. We go over it all the time. QTUB. What the heck is that one? QUTB. I know there's something like it there, Luis Rodriguez. It just came out wrong. Probably your uh autocorrect probably changed the letters around or something. Mine does it all the time for me. And Laptop Travel loves Blade, great company, which he has taken in New York City, offers helicopter shuttles to New York City from airports. Yep, I was looking at the website. Like I said, the CEO reached out to me last night, yesterday, sent me a nice little message and gave me some information about the company just from me posting it because people were asking about it, and I said we'd cover it. And he did just he like I said responded back to me and gave me some info, and I looked up the company, and yeah, it looked like a pretty solid, like I said, the stock chart you can tell is solid. And they do helicopter rides and they're all over the place, but one of the main places is in New York City. So definitely a good spot, and Laptop Travels used them. So there you go. And it is QUBT. That's it. I couldn't put them letters together to saved my life there, Luis Rodriguez. So I knew there was something like that. It was a combination. And there we go. Quantum computing, we've been looking at, is up 34 cents. And it's still at the top. But honestly, I don't know if it's going to get past this 786 again. Where to get to? Let me just take a look at it. QUBT. And mine looks pretty solid though. What's it at? 740, 7 to 767, and it's at 740 right now. That's what it says. Yeah, I'd be careful when it hits that 780 area. It's getting there with some resistance and it's way in the top. So just be careful with that one, QUBT. And again, we could see a little bit of pullback as these things are getting set back up. I mean, all these computer hardware ones, they ran like crazy. We were looking at these guys way early, so they were great opportunities to jump in, and they still will be. They just ran up, and this one in particular looks like it might be trying to pull back, but I'll keep an eye on it. You know how they can change by 9:30. We look at the market all the time at 7 and it changes around. So let me just go through our big caps one more time just to see what's happening here. And like I said, the heat map's pretty flat. Microsoft and Nvidia are down. Amazon and Tesla are both up. So let me just roll through and look at the SPY one more time. It's still down 33 cents. Not looking bad. We've seen it many, many times down in the morning and then just get changed around with no problem. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that and see if it wants to turn green because it easily could. And let me just run through these bad boys real quick again. Apple. AAPL. Oh, what am I typing in there? AAPL. That's up 5 cents now. And it's at 237. Again, Apple's looking solid right there. And even if it pulls back, it's just getting set up. It's over some support lines, which were its resistance. So it's looking good. NVDA is down 71 cents. It was down a lot more earlier. So again, these things could just be curling up. I don't think it's going to get lower. I can almost guarantee it's not getting down to that 131 area. And it's at 137. If anything, watch for 135s if it's going to pull back into there. And it got down to 136 something today. So that's NVIDIA. And let's look at Google right here. GOOG. That's at 170. That's actually up. It was down earlier. So that one's trying to get back up there and try to move. Amazon was up. Let's see, it's still up $1.71, and it's jumping up there. I'm telling you, Amazon's getting ready to blast off right there. AMZN and our Meta META is up 70 cents, and that one's going to get cruising, guys. I'm telling you, I've been saying it, and it's going to get right over 600 and just keep cruising up there. So keep an eye on that Meta FBL. Let's look at that one. That's up 4 cents right now, and it's getting ready to move. That's the Meta Daily ETF, and the other one is where is it? Right here. It's METU, and that's up 32 cents. Oh, like I said, Meta's looking great. Let's look at Microsoft, MSFT down $1.06, and just a little bit of pullback. It was up earlier, so this one was moving. It was up to 422. It's at 422.40 right now. Let me look at it on mine. Hate when this thing just jumps around, doesn't show me. 422.40 got up to 422.60, and it's at 422.40 right now, but it did drop down to 421. And again, that thing is setting up Microsoft, so watch for any pullback or dips, and it'll be a beauty. And all of these guys are basically setting up right here. And Tesla, that is up what, 630, so it's trying to curl back up. Let me see it on mine. We'll see if it gets curled back up. It looks like it's going to, guys. And it's going to get back up over to that 366 and get cruising. So that's what Tesla wants to do. And Tesla's been wild. Just make sure it gets curling through. Keep an eye on it this morning just to make sure right there. And AMD is still up 61 cents, looking really good right there. We looked at Oxy. That was up and looking really good. DJT, that's up 42 cents and looking really good. And let's see that McDonald's MCD, that's down $1.26. But I'm telling you, that one's trying to set up right there. And Boeing, or Space, I mean, that one's up 6 cents. It wants to run Boeing BA. That's up 35 cents. I'm not sure how, but it wants to get up to that 160. It's at 155. So there you go. I would say we just kind of covered everything. And boom, we just did it a different way without our Jolie's jumpers. We did a lot of them last night. And it's a little flat this morning coming off of like a holiday weekend anyway. So nothing real crazy, but I'll keep you updated. And XTIA is up 5%. And I'm telling you, this thing may get cruising, guys. It's out of the basement right there. And just watch for this thing to get over like that 5 cent, and it's going to get moving. So keep an eye on XTIA as well. Let me just check the messages, make sure I didn't see it, miss anything. And I'll actually look on stock twits. Let's look over here real quick. Ripple's still trending. GRR is trending. UMAC. We looked at Link is trending. XYO, that coin's trending. Mobile. Jasmy was looking good last night. That coin. Microsoft's down a little. Disney's up to 118. And that was a beauty right there. It's still in the top. And what is S is Centennial One. I remember we looked at that before. It was running up there. Oh, this thing just pulled back and is setting up again. It was in a perfect spot, to be honest with you. So there you go with its freaking earnings, wasn't it? December 4th. Its earnings are coming up, and I'm telling you, it's bizarre when they get to right around their earnings. Obviously, they're 2 days away, but looked like it was trying to set up. Has some really nice pullback there on Centennial One. Keep an eye on that. That's an infrastructure software company. And let's see what else. Anything else going on that I'm missing? Let me see. I think I got everything right there. And boom, I think we did do everything this morning. And I'll just tell you what the news stories are on Finviz. The dollar up as French turmoil grows and futures waver. Trump's pick to run FCC um, is a good sign. Ominous sign for big tech. S&P futures are slightly lower after benchmark notches best month of the year, and European stocks euro slide amid French political uncertainty. So something's going over on in France, and the Nasdaq's futures fell, and the yen, whatever, YUAN. Well, how do you say that? Whatever, that weakens, and there you go. So there's your 5 news stories from FinViz. And again, it's just kind of flat with Microsoft, Nvidia down. Amazon, Tesla are both up. And that's how our Monday pre-market looks. So there you go, everybody. Hope we have a great day. Lock in those profits and trade smart. I'll let you know what else is popping, obviously. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and greatly appreciate everything. Always Asian Joe Lee and Laptop Travel, Luis Rodriguez, East Coast Beach Girl. We have Surfer on there. Surfer Stock Bro. How is it? How you doing, bro? Quid, Sherry, and Bong Pri Chan, and Jonathan Keys, Christian. Dwight's on there. Faye is Christian. Ben Dover always cracks me up every time I see that name. And Barbara, and there's a bunch of other people. Not sure. It always tells me I can get to them, but then I can never click over and get to them to say hello. But everybody else hanging out, I greatly appreciate it. And have a great day, everybody. Let me know if you want to look at anything. I'll keep you updated. I'll be checking out crypto and everything else. And we know which basically the Mag 7 and big caps are wanting to move for our option moves, and I'll keep you posted on them. So there you go. And again, lock in your profits, trade smart. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you later, guys.